Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the PS2 Collector, and on this episode I thought I'd do something that's a bit different. I'm going to show you part 3 of my Nintendo Switch collection, and as you know, I'm a huge fan of the Nintendo Switch. I think personally it is easily in my top 3 consoles of all time without a shadow of a doubt. The amount of great games that came out for the Switch is ridiculously phenomenal, and on this episode I'm going to show you the rest of my collection, and that's something that you do not want to miss. Alright guys, so let's start off with the first game of this video, and that is Nelka, the Legendary Alchemist's Atelier of the New World. The first thing I'm going to say is that this game is not my cup of tea. I saw it at a sale, I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. Only for £5, why not? Switch game for a £5. You take the deal, no questions asked. And I've got to say, this game looks like a mobile game. The graphics are really poor. The textures look like a PS2 era game, and that for me is unacceptable, because I think if you're going to release a game on the Nintendo Switch, you don't take shortcuts. You've got to use the hardware to the fullest of its capability, and for me the developers took a shortcut, and that for me is a huge no-no. The story is quite mid, it's not great, and the only positive thing that I can say about this game is the battles is a bit of fun, and the town building, it is addicting, and besides that it does get repetitive. And yeah, for me, if you do enjoy the Atelier series and you do enjoy playing RPGs and doing a bit of world building, this game is exactly just for you. And yeah, do I recommend this game? Only for a particular audience, but for me, heck no. On to the next game. Right guys, so on to the next game, and I've got to say, this game was a huge letdown. I bought this game originally on the Wii, and after time, the Zelda series, after the GameCube where Twilight Princess came out, which is a phenomenal game, as well as the Wind Waker, the hype for Skyward Sword was immaculate. I thought, yes, we're getting a new generation Zelda game, and yep, it got ported onto the Switch, and that is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And the first thing I'm going to say is the one thing that let this game down for me personally: the motion controls. The motion controls. This game is a great game. I'm going to say it off the bat. I don't despise this game. I just despise the fact that it could have been a greater game if it wasn't for the motion controls. Because the puzzles, brilliant. The graphics, the story, the visuals. For Zelda, you know, Zelda games are known for their world building and everything was great. The motion controls, that's all it is. This game is easy 9 out of 10, easy, one of the best Wii games, but on the Switch it doesn't hold a candle to the other 2 Zelda games, which is Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. If this game, now hear me out, Nintendo, hear me out. If this game got a remake without the motion controls, I'll buy it straight away. This game would be a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. If this game was made without motion controls, 10 out of 10. If you disagree with that, I don't know how you can disagree with that. Leave it in the comments below, because I want to hear your guys' thoughts about that. But yeah, this game is a 9 out of 10. Do I recommend this? Yes. Yes, I do, because this game is a really fun game. If you ignore the motion controls, you can again, you can play it, don't get me wrong, you can play it on the controller, but it looks robotic. It looks robotic. You can easily tell that this game was made specifically for the motion controls. And yeah, 9 out of 10. It could have been a great game, and I hope one day Nintendo does a revisit. Rather than remastering it, remake the game from scratch and get rid of the motion controls. You'll have a great Zelda games. The puzzles, this game is really good, but the frustration with the controls were what let it down. And yeah guys, on to the next game. On to the next game, and that is, now this game is bittersweet for me, and I've got to say, haters, leave in the comments of what I'm going to say right now. And this game is Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm going to start off with the positives. and the positive is the world is massive. It is a massive world. You can see how this game inspired Breath of the Wild, and the side quests, tons of them. There's so much to do in this game, and the replayability on this game is ridiculous. The negative. Now this might be controversial. It's going to be controversial what I'm going to say now, and that is the battle system. Not a fan of it. It comes to a point where I'm having a battle, let's say a boss battle, the first boss, and I'm spamming buttons, I'm like, what do I do? How do I create an attack? How do I, create a combo? It's just all over the place. It's like screens of what to press, tornado. I'm thinking, what do I do? How do I heal my party? Like, it's too confusing, and the game to explain in detail how to use the battle system to your advantage. It just expects you to learn it on the go, and that for me is just what kills the game for me. I know this game has a huge fan base. I'm not gonna say this game's crap or whatever, but it's for an RPG. When it comes to RPGs, I think that this is the worst system I've ever seen in an RPG, and that's my personal opinion. If you think there's games that have worse combat in RPGs than this, leave in the comments below, because I want to hear some of your guys' thoughts. But yeah, for me, do I recommend this game? Yeah, because this game visually is amazing. The battle system, if you get used to it, can be fun, and the side quests, if you do enjoy side quests, this game is definitely for you. So much to do, so much fun to have, and so much to explore. That's for damn sure. And yeah guys, on to the next game. And the final game of this video is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. And you know me, I love my 3D fighting games, and this one is up there with the all-time greats, and that is the great Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. For me, a 10 out of 10 game. Do I recommend it? Yep. If you enjoy fighting games, get this game. The roster, my word, the fantasy matchups that you can do from many franchises, many universes. You can have Kazuya from the Tekken franchise fight Mario. Like, it's crazy. Cloud Strife, the levels, designs, ridiculous. The soundtracks, phenomenal. There's so much to do in this game, and the campaign, the story campaign, easy 60+ hours of utter mayhem and fun. There was negatives with the online. When the Switch did first come out, there was huge issues with the lagging online, but in recent times that has been fixed. The question is, with the Switch 2 coming out, how do they top this masterpiece? It's gonna take a special Smash Brothers game to beat this. I think this is the peak. I think that this is the ceiling when it comes to Super Mario Smash Brothers, because there's no better Smash Brothers game than this right here. And look at the roster. Look at the roster here. Look at this. Like, it is ridiculous. Donkey Kong, Mario, I would call it characters from Earthbound, Pokemon, Star Fox, Kid Icarus, Sonic the Hedgehog, so on. And yeah, the mechanics easy to learn but difficult to master. There's some people in this game that are so good. The amount of competitions online is ridiculous. And if you've not played this fighting game and you are a fighting game connoisseur like me, you have to play this game. You have to play, and trust me, you will definitely enjoy the game's charm, the game's character, and what do you call it, the amount of fun you can have, especially multiplayer. If you have a player 2 with you, you can have fun for days. It is that good. And for me, one of the best fighting games of all time, and one of the best fighting games to ever come out this generation, hands down. Top 3 right now for me from the last, let's say, last 7 years. The top 3 fighting games that I've played. Number 3, Tekken 8. Number 2, Super Mario Smash Brothers. And my number 1, now this is controversial. This is a great game. I'm gonna say this is a phenomenal game. But Street Fighter 6 to this day shocked me. Street Fighter 6 is this generation's best game. Not to put a downer on this game, because Street Fighter 6 introduced a new element with the RPG element, and if this offers an open world Smash Brothers game, I'm all for it. And that, guys, is the final game of this video. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you want to know when my videos come online, click on the bell notification below. Anyways, guys, until next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.